Hello and welcome back to Clicks on the Side. And today I broke down and we are going to be unboxing our brick of Heroclix's new set from Marvel, and that is Marvel Studios Heroclix X-Men 97. I was not going to open up a brick of this. I wasn't going to invest heavily into this, but my LCS ended up with 4 extra bricks, and the temptation was too great after seeing some of the pieces that are in here, and I do want some of the higher end pieces. So let's see how lucky we can get. I already been lucky with this set. In our pre-release, I did manage to get the White Queen herself. We have Emma Frost, super rare. Was happy to add her to the collection, but I did not even get to use her because I got very lucky in our pre-release and ended up with Chase Magneto. He ended up doing most of the work by himself. He had some help from Boulevard Trask and a friend of humanity. That was about all that could go on the team with him at his point cost, but not going to complain about having Chase Magneto. Having said that, really hoping to get her counterpart in Super Rare Prime Emma Frost, and also the other Chase ones I have is Madeline Pryor. She is at the top of the list. Any of the other super rare primes would be great. They are awesome trade bait, and that rogue is sick. I actually was able to survive against that rogue with this Magneto. So there you have it. We had a very eventful pre-release. We don't get enough of them at our local LCS, but we were able to make it work. Having said that, I'm eager to rip into this. There's a lot of commons and uncommons I need to get in this set for some team building, and I'm very eager to see what we can get. Let's start off with the alternate card. In the pre-release, I did win the prize, and that alternate card ended up being the Storm alternate card. So that is the only one I don't need. Let's see what's hiding in here. It is Storm. So there you go. We do have some Storm trade bait. It's a good alternate card. I still like the regular one for the hypersonic speed with the Pinsai, but a 50-point double taxi is always a nice buff. So there you go. Starting off with a dupe, but I can't complain too much about that. At the very least, I will find somebody to trade that with. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go left to right. So starting off with booster number 1, front left. And we're going to start off with figure number 1. That is common Magneto. We have a common Gambit, basketball Gambit. We have the other Gambit, so back-to-back Gambits. We have our rare Executioner, very nice. I do not know much about that character. One thing I was excited about this set, and this show in general, that's how I learned about the X-Men, was the original X-Men animated series, and there we do have an uncommon morph. Glad to have him, which I'm sure a lot of you became well versed in the X-Men through that show. So I was very happy that he came back. I have not gotten around to watching season 1, let alone being ready for season 2. So I'm excited to have something to binge here very, very shortly. So if there are any characters in here I do not recognize right off the bat, I do apologize. If they are from the original animated series, I have a much better chance. But still, I love the way these figures look. I'm glad they have the animated look to them, and I'm super excited to see that part of my childhood, at least, has come back. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. But anyway, on to booster number 2. And we're going to keep going with a common Jean Grey. Excuse me. Sorry about that, and if you can't tell, Unfortunately, I am battling a cold. I'm on the better side of it now, but it is still there. We do have our rare Sunspot, our uncommon Wolverine, our common, I keep forgetting, Dr. Valerie Cooper, yes. And we have our first super rare. I believe it's pronounced Abscissa. And if I'm understanding correctly, that is actually Jubilee. Very nice. Got our first super rare out of the way. Go ahead and get a little better look at her. There you go. Very nice sculpt. I like how they did. I'm assuming those are roller blades, seeing as how it was the late 90s. Very nice. All right. Abscissa joining the ranks. All right, on to booster number 3. Let's keep it going with our common Cyclops. There is a rare I wanted. We have our rare Nightcrawler. We have another Gambit. We have our uncommon Friend of Humanity. And which Jubilee do we have here? Because I believe there were 2. This is the B version of Jubilee. So there you have it. And there is a little better look at Nightcrawler. Always good to have a new Nightcrawler in the modern age. And we did, I have not been looking, but this one's right on top. We did get a team-up card. Not team-up, I'm sorry. One-shot, we got a one-shot with that one. And we got Sinister Science. When a friendly character with the Scientist keyword KOs an opposing character, you may choose a standard power on the opposing character's card. This game, that friendly character can use the chosen power. Very nice. Excuse me. 10 points, but very nice. There are a lot of good scientists out there, so that will probably see some use. That one did not have any one-shots. And how about this pack? That pack, the tape is going to win. There we go. Anything hiding in there? Nothing hiding with the Abscissa. Okay. That's going to bring us to booster number 4. 1 super rare in. And we do have common Magneto. There is the uncommon Bolivar Trask. That is just the... That is the B. That... Excuse me, I am so sorry. And there is the Sentinel Technician, common. We do have our Storm, and we have Bubble Wrap. We have Professor X himself. Super rare Professor X. Very nice. Very, very nice. Got a little bit. That's all right. That's all right. But, yeah. I love how quite a few characters get to say, "To me, my X-Men," in this set. But that one might be most appropriate. There we go. Very excited to have Professor X in his big yellow floating chair. That is fantastic. All right, nothing else hiding in there. Very nice. I cannot complain about that super rare whatsoever. So we're going to keep on going with booster number 5. And in booster number 5 is a character I did not like in sealed. He did me dirty because I did not read his powers very well, and he ended up shutting down my own team abilities. But there is the common Leech. And there is one I actually really wanted, is the uncommon Blue Dino Man. I'm hoping for one of each color, but blue was the one I was looking for the most. We do have our rare Captain America, who I did go out of my way to get. So he is a duplicate. I do already have him. We have another Sentinel Technician, and then we do have our third super rare already. We got Cable. super rare Cable. Solid sculpt, absolutely gorgeous. Take a little bit better look at him. Click number 1, there you are. And there is Cable. I know, I wish he had a gun too, but I still like it. Welcome aboard, Cable. So there are 3 super rares. I have seen some bricks with 4, so we can hope, but the exciting part of our brick might be done. We can still hope for a prime, and we can still definitely hope for a chase. Nothing else hiding in that pack, but still a solid pack. We got our Cable, and we got our blue Dino Man. All right, this is going to bring us halfway home with booster number 6. We're going to start off with common Jean Grey, uncommon Morph, common Cyclops. We have our rare Bastion and a friend of humanity. There we go. We needed Bastion, so very happy with that. Some of these card packs took a beating in the packaging. No one-shots hiding in there. Okay, so there we go. That is our halfway point. Halfway through, we have our 3 super rares in Cable, Professor X, and Abscissa. Still no chase, no prime. Here's hoping they're hiding somewhere in these 6 boosters. Starting off with booster number 7. We do have another uncommon Gambit. We have a Prime Sentinel. We have... okay, that's a rare I definitely wanted. We have Dr. Valerie Cooper. We have an uncommon Madeline Pryor. And then we did get our Destroyer armor of the set. We got our rare Phoenix. Fantastic. That is a sculpt right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Love how they did that one. You know what? You go ahead and stay out here. Was there anything hiding in that card pack? There was not. But just in case you have not seen what the Phoenix can do, here it is, so you can go ahead and pause and take a look at that. Gotta love when they have that sideline active trait. Okay, moving on to booster number 8. That was a main one for me. I just completely forgot about Phoenix. So very happy to have pulled her. We do have Leech. We have uncommon Madeline Pryor. We have another rare Sunspot. We have a common Rogue. And we have a common Friend of Humanity. So there is our first duplicate rare. I believe the other Sunspot did come in the same pack as a super rare, though, so that's not terribly surprising. Next up is booster number 9. And that is going to be our other... No, that's going to be a B Jubilee as well, isn't it? No, that is the A. So we do have both Jubilees now. We have the rare Wolverine. The brown and yellow iteration of Wolverine. Very nice. We have our Gambit. We have our purple/pink Dino Man. And we have common Wolverine. So here we go. We have 2 of our 3 Dino Men now. And we did manage to get Wolverine. Anything hiding in there? No, sir. Not a team. No one-shot hiding in there. All right, that brings us to booster number 10. Still hoping for a chase. As we have Gambit. Common Gambit. We have Common Dr. Valerie Cooper. Oh boy. We did hit a chase, and it is Magneto. So, we got some trade bait here. All right. I mean, if you're going to have a duplicate chase, it's not a bad one to have. Not bad at all. So there you have it. Excuse me. We do have another chase. Magneto. Go ahead and bust out that card pack. See if there's any one-shots hiding. There are not. And I'm trying to think if that is the same booster I got mine in. If so, then there could possibly be a prime in here. Let's hope for the best, huh? With booster number 11, let's see what's hiding inside of it. We do have another Leech. We do have a Prime Sentinel. We have a Jubilee. We have our Beast, and we have our Rare Forge. Glad to add Beast to the team. And we did get another one-shot in that booster. With that one, we got Magneto was right. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose that friendly character. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose that friendly characters can use the Brotherhood team ability this turn. If you do this turn, when characters attack, they treat their finalized attack roll as being one higher for each character in your KO area for the purposes of triggering Brotherhood. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right, that brings us down to our last booster, our last chance at a prime. Here is hoping for the best. Let's finish off strong. It's upside down compared to the others. We do have Cyclops, Wolverine, Prime Sentinel. No prime for us. We did get a rare Callisto. Well, there you have it. It is a smaller set, so I'm not surprised by the amount of dupes. I was hoping to get at least one of each Dino Man. We did not luck out there, but I did get 3 new super rares. I did get a Chase Magneto, which should be tradable, and hopefully get me either the Emma Frost or the Madeline Pryor I'm looking for. Yeah, overall, can't complain. Got to scratch that itch of opening up some new boosters. So never a bad day when you get to do that. But that has been it for me. How was your luck been with X-Men 97? Are you happy with the set and how it's turned out? Is there anything missing that you wish would have been in the set? Let me know. There we go. There you go. Get you on click number 1. But yeah, was happy to get to open up some product. But that has been it for me. Thank you for bearing with me, especially with my voice the way it's been. But I do appreciate you watching. And until next time, this has been Clicks on the Side.